Have you ever wondered just how much impact words can have on a child's well-being? What might seem like a harmless comment in the heat of the moment can sometimes leave lasting scars. Children are incredibly receptive to the messages they receive from their parents, and the words we use can shape their self-perception, their emotional development, and their relationships with others. In today's video, we'll uncover 8 toxic things parents might say, often without realizing the damage they cause. More importantly, we'll provide you with practical steps to heal and nurture a healthier relationship with your children. Ready to transform your communication and support your child's emotional growth? Stay with us until the end, where we'll share a powerful tool that can help rebuild trust and connection with your child. An invaluable tip you won't want to miss. 1. Stop crying. Stop crying may seem like a quick fix to end a child's tears, especially when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed. But this seemingly innocuous phrase actually invalidates their emotions. It sends a message that expressing feelings is wrong, potentially leading to emotional repression, difficulty regulating emotions, and challenges in forming healthy relationships later in life. Instead of urging them to stop crying, acknowledge their feelings by saying, "I see you're upset. What's making you feel this way?" Get curious about their emotions. Help them identify and articulate what they're feeling. This not only validates their emotions, but also helps them develop emotional intelligence and resilience. Have you ever felt dismissed when trying to express your emotions? How did that make you feel? Share your experiences in the comments to start a conversation on emotional awareness. 2. Why can't you be more like? Comparative statements such as, "Why can't you be more like your sibling/classmate?" are incredibly damaging to a child's self-esteem. These comparisons imply inadequacy and sow seeds of low self-esteem. This type of comment suggests that your child's best isn't enough, which can deeply impact their self-worth and individuality. It can also create resentment and competition between siblings or peers. Instead of comparing, celebrate your child's unique strengths. Every child is different, and they each have their own unique talents and abilities. Encourage them by focusing on their talents and what they excel in instead of measuring them against others. Help them discover their passions and foster their individual growth. Your child is not their sibling or classmate. They are their own unique person, and they deserve to be celebrated for who they are. 3. You're so lazy. Labeling children as lazy can create a self-fulfilling prophecy. They may start to believe it, limiting their potential by reducing their drive to try new or challenging tasks. This label can be incredibly discouraging and damaging to a child's motivation and self-perception. Instead of labeling, shift the narrative by exploring what's behind their behavior. Are they overwhelmed? Lacking motivation? Are they struggling with a learning difficulty or a lack of confidence? Open a dialogue that helps identify underlying issues and support their growth by understanding and addressing these factors. Proactive support. Break down tasks. Help them break down overwhelming tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. Offer choices. Give them some control over their activities by offering choices within reasonable limits. Provide encouragement. Focus on their effort and progress rather than just the outcome. Create a supportive environment. Ensure they have a conducive space for learning and completing tasks. 4. Because I said so. While "because I said so" might seem like the easiest way to end an argument or enforce your authority, it actually builds a barrier to understanding and cooperation. This authoritarian phrase offers little explanation and denies the child the opportunity to understand the reasoning behind your decisions. It can lead to resentment, rebellion, and a lack of trust. Promote open communication by explaining the why behind rules or decisions. Help them understand the reasons behind your requests. This builds trust and creates an environment where children feel secure to ask questions and share thoughts. It also helps them develop their own reasoning and decision-making skills. 5. You'll never succeed without trying harder. This phrase, while intended to motivate, often does the opposite. It discourages more than motivates. A child may internalize the belief that their efforts are never enough and lose the motivation to attempt anything new. It can create a fear of failure and a sense of inadequacy. Reframe how you motivate by celebrating efforts and perseverance rather than just outcomes. Recognize the journey rather than the destination, fostering a growth mindset that values learning through challenges. Encourage them to embrace mistakes as opportunities for growth and learning. Encouraging phrases. I'm so proud of your effort, even if the outcome wasn't what you hoped for. I can see how hard you're working on this. Keep going. Mistakes are part of learning. What can you learn from this experience? 6. Stop being so sensitive. Dismissing a child as too sensitive can invalidate their feelings and create emotional confusion. Children may suppress emotions or feel shame about their sensitivity, hindering their emotional development. Sensitivity is a valuable trait. It's important to nurture it, not stifle it. Nurture their sensitivity by encouraging them to express emotions openly. Help them understand and manage their emotions in healthy ways. Sensitivity is a strength. Teach them to value their empathetic nature and use it positively in their interactions with others. Empathy building. Help them identify and label their emotions. Encourage them to express their feelings through words, art, or writing. Teach them how to recognize and respond to the emotions of others. Model empathy in your own interactions. 7. I'm disappointed in you. Expressing disappointment without context can evoke guilt and shame rather than understanding and improvement. Children seek approval, and such comments may damage self-worth if not addressed with support. It's important to express disappointment in a way that is constructive and focuses on the behavior, not the child's character. Redirect disappointment into constructive feedback. Instead of focusing on the emotion, provide guidance on how they can address the situation and grow from it. Explain what specific behaviors you found disappointing and why. Offer suggestions for improvement and express your belief in their ability to learn and grow. Use disappointment as a learning tool rather than a source of shame. 8. Your negative label. Avoid labeling children with negative traits such as "you're so clumsy," "you're always getting into trouble," or "you're a bad listener." These labels can stick with children and become self-fulfilling prophecies. They might start to believe these labels and act accordingly, limiting their potential and hindering their self-esteem. Focus on the behavior, not the child. Instead of labeling, describe the specific behavior that you find problematic and offer guidance on how they can improve. For example, instead of "you're so clumsy," try "I noticed you spilled your drink. Let's try holding it with 2 hands next time." Bonus insight: rebuilding trust and connection. As promised, here's a powerful tool: active listening. It involves truly hearing your child, validating their feelings without judgment or interruption. This practice fosters mutual respect and strengthens connections, making them feel valued and understood. When children feel heard, they're more likely to communicate openly, creating a cycle of trust and understanding. Dedicate time each day for one-on-one conversations with your child, cultivating a safe space for dialogue and expression. Active listening tips. Make eye contact and give your child your full attention. Reflect back what you hear them saying to ensure you understand. Validate their feelings, even if you don't agree with their perspective. Avoid interrupting or offering solutions unless they ask for them. Transforming communication into empowerment. Fostering positive communication with children involves recognizing and replacing harmful language with supportive, nurturing alternatives. By acknowledging emotions, celebrating individuality, and encouraging open dialogue, parents can empower children to thrive. Which communication strategy resonated most with you, and how do you plan to implement it? Share your journey with us. If these insights on positive parenting have inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Join us in embracing transformative parenting strategies that foster better relationships and brighter futures. Click the notification bell for updates on more empowering content. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, remember that the power of words can shape futures. Choose them wisely.